I'm rolling too. Cool.
Cool.
Hi, Jay.
Going to start.
Hi, Jay.
Hello!
It's Jay. He's back from his travels.
Literally just got back last night and I'm already filming a podcast.
Yeah, how you doing, Jay? How was it? You had a good time?
It was really good. I'm not going to go into much detail. Check my channel out if you want to know how it went.
A link might be in the description here. I'm editing. We'll see.
But no, it was really, really good. I actually got to watch way more football than I thought I would because of the time difference was such a bitch. It's like I've been having these full long days of getting up doing shit, and then I'd be staying up to like 1, 2 a.m. to watch us play. And I know that's not that late, but it's like it's a bit peak. But I watched a good amount of football. It was great. I had a good time. Asia's mad. Have you ever been, Josh?
I have. Yeah, I've been to Borneo, all around Borneo. So.
Yeah, it's a crazy place, man.
It's mad. And obviously you've actually had the added benefit of watching whenever you do tune in to your football team, they actually haven't been utter shit. So,
yeah, it's been a good time for the Chels. It's been brilliant, and also it's been great just listening to you and Adam rinse me every week.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually gonna have a bit of a ploy here, Jay, and I'm just I can just jump ship this way, that way, and now that you're back, fuck Adam.
I wasn't expecting that. Why fuck Adam?
I've got no loyalties.
He's got.
I'll just jump. As soon as you go again.
Let's say what happened? No, but what happens if like I go and then Adam goes? You're just gonna find someone else.
No, I think if that happens, it's just you two will just be bitching about me. It's a try.
Yeah, that's a shout. But then but you post on the channel as well, so you're posting like just Josh's little segments.
Just go on, come on.
Right. But that being said, obviously Adam's not here. I come back and he goes running away scared and can't film because he's at work.
Quite horrible things about you.
Yeah, well, you both did. Right? I know you're bullshitting, but you were both fucking horrible from literally the first podcast. The first podcast is like you both wearing glasses, slagging me off, and then from there it just went downhill. My face got small on the thumbnails.
It was done from a place of love.
Yeah, I know.
Right, so let's go. Right, so first things first. Sorry for not doing one last week. A lot of things happened. It was very busy. I wasn't free when Adam was free. Blah blah blah. Jay was still travelling, so it didn't happen. Sometimes these things happen. Jay's back now. We're cracking down. It's all good. Right.
I'm back. The ship.
We'll quickly run through what happened.
Yeah.
Because we didn't speak about a lot of things. We didn't talk about Everton, the Gomez leg break, the red card, and I was discussing this with Ross, and I just wanted to bring out this. Should there be? I mean, I know it's just football and it's nothing you can do, but Everton were motivated to get something out of that game once Gomez got injured, but we went down to 10 men wrongfully. Should there not be like, I don't know, a system, what, like, I don't know, it just feels really wrong, but like, I don't mind you saying, oh, but that's football, a man can get sent off unfairly, but that's the whole point, we're meant to be bringing in these VAR things, and that's not meant to happen anymore, so either we have to have it one of two ways. Maybe Tottenham, and this is not just saying Tottenham, but it's the example I have, maybe we should have had like a bonus point, because we've been robbed by the officials. We don't take away Everton's point, but give us 2, maybe. Because I'm not saying that's the solution. I'm just saying...
Yeah, I was say that solution probably gets complicated, but I can see what you mean, like. But the VAR, I wonder what the table would look like without it this season, because things would be much different, wouldn't they? So, it's another one of them.
Absolutely. I can't remember who United played. Chelsea beat someone...
We beat Watford in the Prem.
You beat Watford, and then United... Was that the week they lost to Bournemouth, maybe? No.
I don't remember that far.
Norwich, maybe.
Maybe.
Something happened.
It doesn't matter, does it?
That's 2
just
weeks
me and
ago
you.
Now. We're back on this week. Where Chelsea beat Palace, Tottenham drew to Sheffield, and United beat Brighton. And obviously Liverpool played C. So that's what we have to work with today. That's the
Thanks for watching, everyone. We're gonna.
Yeah,
no. Where do you want to start? What game do you want to start on?
I mean,
I think we can get ours out of the way pretty quick.
Yeah,
so
yeah, I mean, yeah, I've got the same point as I'd always like to make about ours, but you can go first. It was a pretty comprehensive win from what I saw. You guys?
Yeah, exactly that. It's just a very simple win, something you expect from that game. It's not going to set the world alight, but you know, it was just a good win. Pulisic had a good game. Reece James,
he's just having constant good games now, isn't he?
yeah, he's class. For some, I don't know where it could. He's good, but he's like stepped it up a bit. You can tell, and I think it's out of just fighting for his position because he's gone. I've come here, they've bought me, and I've been on the bench. He probably just really want to fight for it, but he's class, man. Really good. I hate this all Captain America stuff though.
Yeah,
that's getting annoying.
While Jay was away, he showed me Chelsea stories about every single matchday lineup, and
it's disgusting, man.
And you've joined. I mean, it's not just a direct dig at Chelsea. Real Madrid are guilty of this too. But you've seen that you're fully on TikTok now, have you?
Yeah, boys.
Yeah. Tottenham thankfully aren't on TikTok yet. We will be, but.
Listen, right, is anyone watching at Chelsea, hire me and I'll sort it all out for you. I have a graphic design qualification. I'm also have a filmmaking qualification. It's actually right there. I can do all this stuff. Look at the back post prior, not when I was away. Hire me. Anyway.
Cool, that's Jay begging to Chelsea out of this week.
Anyway, so Reece James had a good game. And it sparked something quite funny because Reece James came in for Asby, which I thought was a bit weird. I still don't know the justification for that. Actually, I think he was resting Asby. I'm not too sure. Either way, Reece James come in.
He had a really good game against in Europe, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a class game there.
We need to talk about that actually because there's a lot of stuff we've missed. But
yeah, the 4-4.
The 4-4,
yeah.
The look, don't get me wrong, no, we'll go on to it later. But no, I think it's just the fact that also man for man, you want Reece James clearly has pace, and he may not have the experience, but he has strength and pace, and he is an intelligent footballer, like from what I saw.
Yeah.
I would rather watch, if I was a Chelsea fan, I would rather watch Reece James trying to lock down Wilfried Zaha than Aspilicueta trying to lock down Wilfried Zaha. I think that's what it was.
It was really exciting, and he's a very exciting player, and he does deserve as many minutes as he can get because he's just class. It's another one of them the players we have that just are coming along and they're like, oh, you're really good as well. Like I knew Reece James was good because he went to Wigan and he got like player of the season. I knew that, but he was class that game. And that did you see the online clip? The online clip. How old am I? Did you see the clip? The online video.
On the
web. Where all the Chelsea fans were screaming, Reece had you in his back pocket, and then Wilfried Zaha in his car rolls down his window and goes, I had your mum in your back pocket.
I have not seen that.
You haven't seen this? Oh my god.
That's what we like to see. That
excellent. It's beautiful. So there's about 5 or 6 Chelsea fans at the car, and they're just chanting Reece James had you in his back pocket, which to be fair, he had a really good game and shut Zaha up, but that being said, they didn't have many attacks anyway. But and then it was just the most immature reply ever, and I loved it because it's just like most footballers, they're quite, they're very media trained, they like don't do this. He's like, I had your mum. it was just class. Good one, Wilfried.
In fact, you've won, haven't you, as a Chelsea fan?
Yeah.
You've done it.
Yeah, he's
right.
Definitely.
But yeah, Pulisic and William. Was it? Oh no, it was Tammy. No.
It was Pulisic and Tammy.
Yeah. So yeah. He's doing really well. You told me at the start of the season this would be a golden boot race between Tammy and Vardy. I would have been very confused. No one would believe you. But to be fair, I was just about to say something, but it's gone. That's great content. Good. Well, we've got a lot to speak about. We've got we will quickly touch on it now just because it happened. It was a fight back. It was good, but I don't know. I really hate the fact that that Ajax game is fueling into that mentality now of Chelsea, when it's actually like you're this young fighting team, and it's like, well, no, you're a top football team, and the other opposition's both centre backs have been sent off. Imagine back in the days we were playing for bloody our 11-a-side team, and both our centre backs get sent off. We'd shit the bed, and we'd lose like. We'd lose like
10-0.
We'd be 4-1, and we'd be like, oh, it's a both. Like, boom, done. Like, how do you cope with getting both your centre backs sent off?
It was so sad.
He's very good, and like he looks like he's going to be a top player, this sure guy.
Yeah.
But he's the only centre back on the bench. Just turns to him like, right, you're up. Both centre backs have been subbed up.
You stand in the middle and stop them all. No, it was so sad. I did record a clip for this. I remember it was definitely not a handball, and we'll go on to talk about this. But if that's a handball, surely Trent's should be a handball. But either way, it was quite unjust. But the fact that like that game was like just this mad like scrap. Like I don't think we played all that well, and you know obviously Ajax were rattled with 2 defenders being sent off. It's just a weird one. I'm fully aware that's probably unjust, but I don't care because it was great.
It was a battering before.
Yeah. It was a tough first half, but Lampard came out and said he was like, "This we can get a draw out of this." He came out and said that in an interview, and I was like, "Did you really say that?" Because we were getting battered.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, maybe at half time, we can get a draw out of this if they get both the centre backs set off.
He knew. He fucking knew.
That was the plan as well. Like, they fired it at his hand.
He's a genius. Frank Lampard's a genius, and that's what he knew that would happen. But
both the centre backs got yellows in like the first 10 minutes, and I was chatting away, and I did say during the game, I said one of these. 100% one of those centre backs is going to get sent off.
It was a scrappy game, wasn't it? It was a proper scrappy game, so it kind of felt like that. But that after that result and the other result, our group is like, it's like there's 3 teams on 7 points, us, Ajax and Valencia. It's going to be a tough one.
And Lille are just there like, right.
They're just going down.
They're like Renato Sanchez and Jose Font. Okay,
cool.
You just have fun. So at the same token that night, Tottenham beat Red Star 4-0 away, which is a bigger achievement than it could be because a lot of teams have come unstuck at Belgrade. It was a good game.
You've had good games in the Champions League.
Apart from the 7-2. But
apart from that big one.
We're second in the group. We actually, on paper, have far more of a chance of... Not far more of a chance. We are in a better position than you guys. It's a weird... That's what happens when you've got 6 games. But we'll move swiftly on. Tottenham Sheffield. No bullshit. We should have lost that game easily. Sheffield outplayed us massively. I'm not too worried. Like Sheffield have confused a lot of teams this season. No one's managed to figure them out.
There's no harm in drawing to Sheffield.
Yeah,
we did it.
Like,
you can do it.
Sheffield's just coming and tearing shit up. And obviously we all know about the overlapping centre backs.
Yeah.
And stuff. And teams are like, oh, by the way, they have overlapping. It feels like the manager must go, by the way, their centre backs overlap. And they go, all right, how do we stop that? And the manager goes, man, just don't let them overlap.
Just fucking,
and then
they're overlapping, sort it out.
Well, it wasn't the target, he wasn't playing, but it's like, so it's Davinson Sanchez jogging along the pitch, and he's like, centre back there? He's, holy fuck, shit! And then like, all the Tottenham players are just like, whoa! And the centre back, and then like Ludstrom just runs in, and like Ludstrom brought the bar and post twice. They should have scored the first one. So I don't really have much defence. They should have won. Tottenham won.
No, yeah.
You
got a lucky point.
I've seen a lot of people, and this has annoyed me, saying that the offside one that was given in our favour is the most horrific offside of this season and will be one of the major things looked at when we then decide to scrap or amend these rules, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Have you seen that? They're saying that this Sheffield offside was so harsh. Which my response to
it was really harsh.
Fuck you. Did you see the Leicester one that we... Like, people have just forgotten how onside Son was against Leicester, remember? We could have made it 2-0.
Yeah, and also, it's not your fault, is it? It's like...
It's not our fault, but like, it isn't offside, in my opinion. It is by the letter of the law, but it's as onside as ours was against Leicester. It's not the worst one this season. They're all shit.
The armpit one?
People shouldn't be going, lucky Tottenham. People should be going, let's all just band together and stop it. It's the fucking...
Yeah, unlucky that's a shout. That is a big shout. Like, people, as much as, you know, you can hate other teams in football, just fucking everyone come together, man. Because this is ruining the Premier League right now. Every podcast I'm listening to is talking about it, so I guess we should move on because I'm being a hypocrite. But it's just getting long now, isn't it?
It is long, but at the same time, like, I will be putting both the Leicester picture and the Sheffield picture together here, and we can all judge for ourselves. which one was the more offside by a millimetre. Like
Zoom right in. Zoom right.
Here we go. Like it's
Sheffield are good though, man. Like
yeah. I
they're
we
like
should be beating them still. We're Tottenham, but
yeah.
we didn't. So hey ho, it's fine.
We drew to them 2-2.
The only thing I will say before we move on, because there's really not much to say. Our next game, we've got an international break. We're fine. I can't even remember who we're playing next. I think we're playing you soon, though.
Yeah, it is. It is soon. I nearly got tickets for it, but I couldn't.
But all I'll say is, I sat in my lounge last night. Got a new TV. Beautiful thing, right? Crisp quality. And I watched a 10-minute highlight video of Tottenham Ajax. Just remembered the good times, right?
It's a big shout, man.
I was just like, it's fine.
And that was a week ago. That was a year ago.
And I was like, this is such a good time. And whatever happens, as long as we don't get relegated or liquidated, we'll be fine.
I understand that, and I agree with you, because you will be. You're Tottenham. You're a big club. It's a bit stale right now. It really is.
This is a horrible person's analogy, but you know when a family member, I don't know if you've had much loss in your life, but when Conte left, you must have gone, oh, what do you mean Conte's left? Like, oh, that's so sad. When Mourinho left, he's just suddenly gone, right? What it feels like at Tottenham is it's
where
a
you
really
going with this?
Slow illness.
Oh,
God. It's like cancer is slowly just growing within Tottenham,
well,
right?
You know,
to which the point when Pochettino and when the squad does break apart and Pochettino does leave, and because it's football, it'll happen eventually, even if not this season. I feel like every Tottenham fan will have gone through this process where they just go, it's time. Like, rather than it being ripped away, it's just slowly faded, and then it'll just be poof. And we'll all
you know what? To be fair, that kind of did happen with Conte. Like halfway through the season, you kind of it was written that he was gone before it was even happened, and by the time it happens, you already know it's gonna happen. So yeah, you're right. And you know it'll just be like you'll all be there. It'll go black and white. You'll all just kind of salute.
It should be. It's not an ex that's cheated on you. It's an ex where you both love each other, but it just doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
And the spark's gone, and you'll meet for a coffee. There'll be no hard feelings between Eriksen, Vertonghen, Poch, Rose, and they'll just go, we had a run, didn't we? And they'll go, we had a run.
Do you not think you should have let some of these players go that wanted to go though?
Yeah, absolutely. We should have done so much more. Like,
is that Poch, do you reckon, or is that the board?
It's the fact that what do you do? Like the Athletic, I don't know, source. They write that we didn't receive a single bid for Eriksen.
Oh really?
Not a single club bid for him.
It was him wanting to go, isn't it? I guess.
He can only go to an elite club, otherwise what's the point of leaving?
Yeah.
He's not going to go to. We'd have blocked any moves to English clubs because obviously
Real Madrid wouldn't have had him. I don't think.
Bayern got Coutinho. Barcelona went ape shit on players, including Griezmann. Real Madrid just wanted Pogba and no one else. PSG.
They already had Hazard.
Have a front three of dreams plus. I mean, maybe they could do with a playmaker, but also is that really a step up from week to week football? Like.
Yeah.
So like, where does he go? And he did, apparently didn't get a single offer for him, and it's okay.
But it's his mentality, isn't it? I guess as well. They're like the fact he wants to go and he hasn't. That's probably that's just what's affected him. But you know, plenty of players. Hazard wanted to go in that list last season. Everyone knew he was going, and he had one of the best seasons of his Chelsea career under Sarri. Weirdly,
as much as it pains me to say this, Eriksen could. But then again, I actually don't begrudge Eriksen now. I was about to say Eriksen could look at Hazard's final season at Chelsea and learn a thing or two. But Eriksen's been poor, but the squad's been poor. Eriksen still runs the most out of everyone. If you look at the stats after, so I actually don't know where I stand with him. I don't have any ill feeling towards him. I fucking love Christian Eriksen. But the thing is, like, even when he was 2 years into Tottenham, when he was firing, scoring free kicks and being beautiful, he would just have a game where he'd be shit. Always.
Yeah.
Like,
there's players. He's
sometimes he fades away.
You know what? You know what's interesting though? Like, I think you'd probably feel more annoyed at your situation now if if the chance to win the Premier League would be higher. So if the fact that Liverpool weren't so good, if the fact that City weren't so good, and like say if you were up and fighting in 4th and 5th and there was potential to get first, but you would be down in 10th, then you'd be annoyed. But because this season it's just been dominated by Liverpool, it's like, you know what, we're not going to win.
Yeah, it's all
most teams aren't going to win.
Like, I obviously want to be. Here's the thing that I've been thinking about as well. Like, I want Tottenham to be in the. You always want your team to be in the Champions League, right? Europa League's a bit.
Yeah,
of a
obviously.
joke and stuff, but
it can be tough.
Like, at the same time, football's such a long thing, and there's obviously going to be seasons in all our lives where we're not in these things. How can I'm having a crisis about football because, like, how can I say Tottenham should be in Europe every single year? No, they shouldn't. That's just not a fact. Tottenham should be in the Champions League every year. No, why should Tottenham be the top 4 clubs out of Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Everton, fucking Wolves, who's up there, Leicester. Like, why are Tottenham supposed to be in the top 4 every season?
It's a shot you want them to be, but they shouldn't be.
A season when we finish 7th and I have to not watch European football for a season, that would suck. But at the same time, we'd then qualify again in 3 years, and it's so much better qualifying for Europe when you're not in it than when you are in it.
Yeah, this season, the fact that we got qualification, because we finished 3rd last season on some miracle, even though we would have got it through the Europa League, that felt great to get 3rd, to be fair. I know what you mean, and get out of the Europa League.
It's fine. Tottenham will maybe have a bad 3 years. We've had worse. We're not going to get relegated. Like, we've got some of the players we brought in. Ndombele looks like he's not ready to play for us yet. Like, in terms of he hasn't quite got up to speed. Maybe he really should. But we've got some top players. Sessegnon got an assist on his first 5 minutes on the pitch against Red Star. Like,
yeah, he's class.
Lo Celso got his first goal against Belgrade in the most hilarious ping pong bullshit I've ever seen.
Oh God, that was mental.
It'll just be okay, and I'll always Vertonghen will go, and I always bring this back to Vertonghen because I just love Vertonghen so much. But
yeah, he's your guy, isn't
it? The wheel will continue. Hopefully, we'll get Nagelsmann if I could get anyone in the world. Leipzig coach. But yeah, it's all fine. This is why this podcast. I've said this to Adam anyway. This is why this podcast will never get anywhere. I'm not reactionary enough. I can't bring myself to. I'm just not. It's fine.
Yeah, we're not screaming, you fucking bricks.
Like, look at Arsenal. Like,
no, but I
think trying to drag Emery out and drag Mourinho or fucking who's the other one? Luis Enrique apparently in. It's just like. Don't let the cycle continue. Just sometimes be good. Sometimes maybe good. Sometimes maybe shit. But just have a team that you want to watch under Pochettino.
That's the best quote.
Who cried, who sat there and burst into tears because we got to a final.
That's what it is. You just want to have a good time watching your football club. That's what luckily Chelsea have got this season. That's what you had last season. Everyone just wants a fucking good time, innit? Chill the fuck out. You know who you should get?
Who?
Allegri.
Yeah, maybe.
I think he's the best out of the rest.
If Poch was to go, he would be my 3rd choice.
Who's your 2nd?
I think possibly Simeone from Atletico. I'm not sure he'd quite work, but would at least be this that he would be the kind of guy that would finally completely get rid of that Spursy thing we have.
Yeah, he's got
shut the shit down.
Cojones.
He'd be like Harry Kane.
Yeah, he's got cojones.
Kane would be like, "What? Get back there!"
Grabs him by the face.
Like,
okay. Alright, let's move on from Tottenham. You're not in a crisis. Everyone likes to say you're in a crisis. You're fine. It's just a bit shit and stale at the minute.
We can just be shit. Chelsea were shit for a season. You've won a league and a Europa League since then. It's fine.
It's easy.
Right.
Should we talk about City Liverpool?
We will first. Adam, how did United get on?
Right, lads, I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I'm on my break at work. It's fucking freezing and I'm tired and I'm moody. So, I'm sorry the cameras are all the way around, but if I do it the other way I look like a fucking weirdo. So anyway, United, well, we won some and we lost some, didn't we? Last time we spoke was we played Norwich, didn't we? Played being 3-1. So we played Chelsea after that and beat him. I was on the tram because guess what I was doing? I was working again. So, I apologise for not really being there. Oh yeah, welcome back, Jay, as well. It's nice to have you back. We'll have to get together next week, won't we? Do a proper one. But yeah, no, the Chelsea game. Fuck, we looked alright, didn't we? Rashford, set piece. Oh, both set pieces, absolutely fantastic. That was the start I thought we needed for him, with sort of the kick up the arse for him. And it looked like it was going to work at first. But the game after, we played Bournemouth. I didn't watch that one either, and thank fuck. Because we was dog shit, weren't we? No attacking prowess, defensively all over the place. They could have scored 3. Then you could flip it on his head, and we could have scored 3. So, we only got ourselves to blame. I say it every other week, we shoot ourselves in the foot. And something needs to happen. We need a couple signings in January, which I think could happen. I think we could possibly get Eriksen, which, you'll have to talk about that. And it looks like that Haaland from that German league is looking promising for us. A nice young prospect, an actual striker, which is what we're missing. And I've said this for weeks and weeks and weeks. What else happened? I'm trying to keep it short, boys, because I know you hate editing all this shit. Brighton, we played Brighton 3-1. Played well. Nothing really big to boast about. It's only Brighton. I know they beat you, Josh, but Tottenham can't really do much right at the moment, can they? Anyway, boys, I'm going to leave you to it. I'm sorry for the real shit video. I'm very tired. We'll be back next week, all 3 of us. Welcome back, Jay. Josh, hope you're alright, son. Tell your dads. Tell your girlfriends. And tell your girlfriend's friends.
It feels so good not being me.
Well, no, just before we move on to City Liverpool, I was obviously at the United game at Old Trafford.
Oh, of course, yeah. Man was living executive.
Some executive life. Jay, I won't say much about the game apart from United generally looked quite impressive, if not a little bit. It could have turned when they made it 2-1 Brighton. It could have just turned, but then it didn't. Whatever. Yeah. But all I will say is, Jay, I've been to a fair few football games in my life, so have you. Half time, pint, maybe a Balti pie. We've been there.
Been great.
Half time, Jay. I ordered my drinks for half time before the first half. It was like the pints will be waiting on your table at half time, along with what's it called? A Black Forest Gatto cheesecake. It's like half time, is it?
You ain't lining up for ages and missing a bit of the second half. You're just sat there.
I'm not a United fan. It was 8 minutes into the second half by the time I decided to jump back out. My dad was like, should we go back out? I was like, we could. But, Jake, all the fucking TVs are on. They're all the games just on. God. You're like, oh.
This is why I want this podcast to do well. So hopefully one day we'll get invited to do shit like this and live exec. It was a great time having that experience, but it's nothing compared to the away end at Old Trafford. Like, I was still jealous of those Brighton fans. Like,
you can
the
give
away
me
end
as much
didn't.
luxury as you want. I know that makes me sound like, oh, look at me, I'm such a man of the fucking people, but like, it doesn't.
No, but it's true. Every football fan will say the same thing. But it's nice to be treated every now and then,
Black Forest Gatto cheesecake at half time. Yes, please.
And it's probably better that it's not your team, because then you can just enjoy it and not really care about the game.
Football's on, is it? Delightful. That's fucking
what a beautiful Sunday afternoon.
I literally, like, What 5 rows and a bit across? It's just Bobby Charlton and Alex Ferguson. Just like, all right, lads.
What a wonderful game this is, boys.
Right,
that's class.
That happened. Adam said his piece. We'll quickly talk about Liverpool City, and then we'll talk about the aftermath of Liverpool City in part 2.
Yes.
Liverpool City happened, and I'll be honest, it was on the radio on the way back from Old Trafford for me, and I wish it wasn't. It was just, I kind of did think that Liverpool would win it. I don't see them being stopped.
Yeah, that's what it was. I had a word with Jack, our Liverpool representative, if you will, and he said, I said, are you nervous for the game? Because usually that's a nerve-wracking game, isn't it? And it's like whenever we play United, whenever we play City, Liverpool, you guys, I'm always nervous before the game. He was like, I'm not. I was like, what? He's like, I'm not. And he goes, I don't want to sound cocky, but we're just doing so well. We're looking better than them, and I'm not scared. And I had a similar feeling under Conte's first year when we went on that run and just left everyone.
Yeah.
Every game I was like, it doesn't matter because we're going to win, and it feels like that.
There's been not sustained spells, but spells at Tottenham where we just the period where we rolled, where Dele Alli scored the brace against you, and we just kept going. Like, Like you do get that, but I doubt either.
And Liverpool are there right now,
confident as Jack does, because that. It's just silly.
It is just mad, and
the
like
only weak point, and he was probably one of the man of the matches. I think it was Lovren again alongside. He's the only weak point, but he probably played the best.
Yeah, he had a really good game because he's got something to prove, hasn't he? Yeah.
That midfield, maybe Henderson, there is an improvement.
But even Henderson had a good game.
Great. But in terms of just look at the talent, and with Robertson and Trent and Alisson and the front three, which is just how is Salah the best player that you can like? People say he's like this golden boot winning. He's got 2 golden boots now. One of them shared, so I think that's half a golden boot. But he's got all of this thing. But technically, and I don't think this is me being biased, he's the worst of that front 3, and that's not even a dig to him.
Mane's the best. I think
Mane is out unbelievable. I think Salah
helped Mane be good. Better. I think Salah made Mane better because Mane used to be like the best player, didn't he?
Yeah, but this is a man that's got a hat-trick in 3 minutes against Southampton. So and then the midfield of Fabinho is just great. Like, the only thing that Liverpool fans could be slightly what if about is because Henderson is good, but imagine if that Keita signing had clicked, as it should have done. Again, a rep. That a midfield of Wijnaldum, Keita and Fabinho, if on paper, is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it looks immense. It
didn't work out like that, but it doesn't matter because they've got so much time. But like the next season, teams will start to work out how to stop it. Like
it's same with City last season.
Trent having that much freedom will start to crumble, and we've seen it under Klopp time and time. Well, not time, but he's only been to 2 of the clubs. But Klopp is incredible, and his Dortmund team was storming, and it'll start to fall apart, and that's fine. We should, and you know what? Even though I will mock them for it when it happens, let me put firmly on record now. That's fine. They will. It is
because that's what happens with football. I think Jack said this as well. He says 2-3 years time the squad will be different. We won't be this dominant. Enjoy it while it lasts. But that's the thing, isn't it? Fucking Liverpool fans enjoying this is the worst.
Yeah, it is.
That's what makes this situation the worst. Them fans enjoying that glory. Because I said at the start of the season, I said Liverpool are going to win this season, and it's coming true, and it's sad, but it's happening, and yeah, they are just good. I don't want to talk about VAR or anything, but personally, I think that's a handball.
I don't think it's a penalty, but I don't think the goal should have been allowed.
Yeah,
I think they should have ruled out the goal and then gone, and then because then it boils down to if Liverpool then go, that's bullshit. It was far back. Then the Premier League can go, well, everyone wins. You didn't give away a penalty. You also didn't get the goal. We're back to square one.
Yeah.
Like that's how it should have balanced out.
Yeah, just start again.
Liverpool would have still won.
Definitely.
I mean,
there was exactly
brilliant in the second half. They just came. But Yeah, it felt like City got robbed and Liverpool gained, whereas if everything had just been wiped out, it would have felt a lot fairer.
Yeah, definitely, and yeah.
Okay.
But you know, like we just said, Liverpool they're just too dominant in a minute.
This is a long first half, but one final question before we wrap up.
Go on.
If Liverpool win the league this season and nothing else, who's had a better 3-year period? Who's had a better 3 years? Klopp or Guardiola? Liverpool or City? Well, who would you rather have joined on the ride?
Liverpool, I
I think it's Liverpool too.
The Champions League makes everything.
Yeah, it's just the lack of.
You can win as many FA Cups, as many Carabao Cups as you want, as much until you win the Champions League. That's when you have that. That's when you take it to the next level.
Yeah. Even though it's to put in, so that would be a Champions League and a Premier League, 2 Premier Leagues, 2 Carabao Cups, an FA Cup, a Community Shield. That, yeah, no, I just thought I had like.
It just
if
is.
Liverpool win the season.
It's the way it is.
If Liverpool win this season, and unless City win the Champions League, which I don't think they will, they've won that battle, haven't they? Really?
Yeah, I guess so. I think we're like 10 years from now, when we look back on this kind of era of football, when these two were the dominant ones, even though it's a short era so far, exactly
you'll
probably say that Liverpool.
Like Barcelona or Real Madrid, one of them would win the Champions League, one of them would win the. Maybe that's just what. You guys are Sevilla, you guys are Atletico, and we're Sevilla, and Arsenal are fucking. Like, maybe that's just what it is now.
That's just what's happening right now. That's it. That's a good analogy.
Right, okay, this is long.
I can't wait for it not to happen though.
I did Adam in somewhere, so let's just quickly bleh. Done.
Yeah. Do it.
Right, okay, so moving on from the England game. Jay, hello, part 2. Obviously there was a bit of an aftermath of part 2, where essentially the rough timeline of that is, allegedly, just in case I get details wrong, is that Gomez was one of the first people to arrive at England training. There was a few other England lads there. They had a bit of a laugh and a joke. And from report sources, blah, 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 Sterling comes in and goes, "So you think you're a big man now?" and grabs him by the throat. Like, disgust being rattled. Like, oh God. Sterling is rattled.
That's just silly, man. I think they both need to grow up a bit. I think Southgate handled it very well.
Yeah, I mean,
he just come out and said, I'm not going to pick Sterling. What he's done is wrong.
Do you think he tried that Gomez is off the... I mean, we don't know what happened, so maybe everyone... Apparently Gomez went and pleaded Sterling's case to try and get him to stay. So, fair play to Gomez if that's true.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You don't actually know what's true and what's not. If that's true, then fucking fair play. And Sterling, man. Like, Sterling, he's had so much shit over the years. And in the past year or two, he's really come into his own as a footballer. He's playing really well, and he's handling the media really well. And then he just goes and does something stupid that just gives the Sun fuel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The only fact is about that.
Go on.
St George's Park, England, Southgate, the FA should never have let that story go out.
Yeah, that's a shout.
The fact that they came out and said they should have just said Sterling's got a knock. Like, we don't need to know that shit. Like, Sterling, I genuinely believe that Sterling has been through enough. Like, my dad fucking hates Sterling. Because he's a Liverpool fan. Like, we've said this in the past. The only people that are allowed to fucking hate Raheem Sterling are Liverpool fans. Because that is natural football rivalry. Everyone else should see him as the absolutely fucking phenomenal English footballer that's gone from being this really weird guy that can't quite shoot a ball straight to one of the most clinical finishers in England.
Yeah, 100%, man, and he's really good.
He doesn't have 24 kids, despite what the Sun are like. Like, that's just not a thing.
It's so annoying that everyone targets him. And you're right. Why the fuck did anyone let this story get out? Because it's just great for the media to go, "Fuck you, Sterling. He's so shit." Blah blah blah.
He picked up a knock in a City game.
Yeah, Gareth should have picked him up after him picking and gone, you're not playing, and no one knows.
Players that he hasn't been sent home because he might be involved against Kosovo, right? He's only missing Montenegro, definitely. And also, people are saying this is a ballsy move for Gareth Southgate. If we don't beat Montenegro just because we don't have Sterling, like whatever, like we should be able to make a B team and should. But
very true.
He shouldn't have got out, and even we have enough players that if he didn't play, it's fine because if it's Sancho and Rashford, no one's going what. Like
it's a class front three anyway. Yeah, 100%.
Like,
play fucking Hudson-Odoi, man.
You've got so many options that maybe you could just come out and go, well, I want to give Hudson-Odoi a chance. I want to give Rashford a chance in that position. Like, and then Sterling will be available for Kosovo. All right, cool.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. I didn't think about that, to be fair. It's just stupid. Raheem does need to grow up with that though, because the fact that he did this, although it shouldn't have come out, the fact that he did this allegedly is so stupid. It's especially when it comes to like, that's your club football, get into England and it'll be fine. And that was a big problem with England back in the day. The rivalries kept going, but then the past 2 years, we've done well to get rid of this.
Well, what I will say as well is, Sterling probably has quite a short memory there, because I'm pretty sure he wasn't quiet, and I'm pretty sure no footballer, not Sterling in whole, when he won 2 titles on the bounce last year, being at the expense of Liverpool, I bet he wasn't all meek and mild and quiet and sorry Gomez and Henderson and Trent. Sorry, I bet he was a bit like, bitch, we won the title. Like maybe he wasn't.
100. You would though. Like there was one interview with Tamore and Tammy, and they were talking about, because the fact that both of them played in the playoff final last season, and Tammy was like, we fucking won, and you'd love to see it, and it's fine because everything's fine, you can laugh about it.
And you've seen me and you have been on not to that scale and not to that tension, but me and you have pushed each other a bit on a football pitch. You've been fucking fuming at me a few times.
I know. Let's not talk about it because the sun will be at us soon. Jay has picked Josh up by the throat.
It's just one of those things, and it's silly. And also, you know what? If you have a bit of a scrap as well, like you have a bit of a scrap. If it stayed internal,
it's football. You get it out.
Miss a game. I don't really understand why he needs to be fully punished for it either. He's shown a bit of passion. He's had a scrap. If it then chilled the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know what? You're going to start one game, you're going to start whatever. It just seems fine. The amount of times I've wanted to strangle every single one of my best mates.
100%. Football does that to you, and that's why it's beautiful. But I was going to say, it's gone again. That's so annoying. Good.
Cool. No, well, that's all I have really. I mean, I don't know. There's not really much we could say about Montenegro and Kosovo really. Like obviously,
no, there isn't.
Kosovo was a great game last time, but hopefully we'll have learned some mistakes from them, and
I think there's one thing I've got to say right about all this, because England qualification, it's always a bore. It's an international break. We're all loving our football clubs right now. You might not be, but we're all loving our football clubs right now. And then you have to be forced into another club. And yes, that's pretty poo. But let's just think about the Euros, because I can't wait for the Euros. I think it's going to be sick. It's all around Europe, being played all around Europe. The finals at Wembley. England have a decent chance if we really want to push for it, and I think we can. I'm excited for it. So as much as these qualifications are shit,
but I'm not too fan of the whole all around Europe thing.
I fucking love it, right? Because it just I know, but I understand that, because when you think to a World Cup, you think of the name of that host. Italia 90, last year it was Russia, but the Euros being around Europe, I kind of like that. It's interesting, and everyone gets to play everywhere. It's like a Europe trip. Like you're backpacking through Europe with your 23 squad mates, and you're playing a bit of football here and there. It's great.
Just getting first class flights straight to there, right? They're not getting a little tuk-tuk and then getting a little one of those trains that go through a market, and they're all like, dude, let's go.
Sterling's at the back. I fucking forgot my passport, boy.
Staring at just waiting for the chance to get to go.
But no, I can't wait for the Euros, and I think it's gonna be sick. And we should think about that when we're talking about England. Because the positivity of the last one, we need to try and start building up now and carrying it on.
That's fair.
I'm saying all this wearing an Ireland top.
I'm quite upset about the amount of things I've seen because I don't buy it. Is the fact that Tammy might push Kane's England spot. It's like he's not England spot. Like, this is the captain, and
Yeah, no,
and
also,
no
it's stupid.
matter what form he's in for Tottenham, whenever he puts on that England shirt, he seems to bang them in.
Oh, he's
And
he's class.
Not even bang them in. Let's talk about. I mean, we already have, but hat-trick of assists and a goal, Bulgaria.
Yeah. When he puts that English shirt on, he's a beast. He just steps up. It's been amazing, and like I think I've said this before. He's the player I love and hate the most because obviously he's when he's good for you guys, it's horrible. But then when he's good for us, it's like cool on Kane.
Yeah, this is one of those things. It's not an insult to Tammy. Tammy could be brilliant, but like Shearer didn't get called up to England that much because of players ahead of him. Letitia didn't manage to get a shout because of players like.
Yeah.
And if it's the 84th minute and we're 2-1 down to the Netherlands, I want to see Tammy come on alongside Kane and two imposing. I mean, Tammy's 6'5".
He's fucking. He's so tall, and his hair adds like another foot.
He's so skinny. He's a bit like the way he. Not the way he is in the box. I mean, he's definitely a more technical player, but his presence in the box reminds me massively of Peter Crouch.
Yeah, you got to shout there, like being just this overpowering, tall geezer.
Yeah, I reckon if
he's class. I love him.
I know he has got a few headers, but if he could properly nail his headers, ooh.
Yeah, you'd be getting him in the training, throwing balls at him for an hour, wouldn't you? Just heading them in,
knocking them down. Like him knocking down some balls to Kane, like. How the amount of sheer creative talent we have on the outside of that in Sancho, Rashford, Ali, like that'll be good. That'll be good.
We are England are pretty good, man. It's good. I think it's exciting. I think you got to look past these international breaks, and they are a slug, but also you got to obviously win because we want to qualify. Okay. We should do.
I think it's fair to say that we would both agree on the front four of England would be. I don't know. It's the international break. We're not going to do a podcast for a week now because we don't really do international breaks. So we'll talk about this quickly now. So I think we can both agree that the best front four. Maybe we won't actually, but for me, the best front four we could have is Kane, Sterling, Sancho, and Maddison.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. Although
Maddison's class.
Really who's the other one that's going in at the moment? Who's the one ahead of him? It was Mount, wasn't it? But I'd probably say Maddison.
It's Matt.
So let's say that's the front three, and then for me, the midfield two, I think Winks was so good, but it's Henderson, Winks, or Rice.
Yeah.
Kind of chilling about that. I just really dislike how overhyped Rice is. But my question for you is, what is the best defence for England? Do we need to be a back three? Do we need to be a four? Who should be in those four? Who is it?
No. I think we need to be a four. I know we played quite well with the three, and that was our system. But I think we have some good right and left backs in our squad. Like we have like the Chilwells, and I think we need to have.
Who's your ideal back four for the Euros then? If everything goes to plan and everyone progresses as they should, who is it? We'll start off with right back.
It's got to be Trent, hasn't it?
Is it not one?
No, I still think Trent. I think Trent's like I guess I'm going on club, but he's just too good. I think Trent's better than him.
I agree. I would say will be second. Left back.
Yeah, he's definitely second. Left back, Chilwell. Is it Chilwell's class, isn't it? I think he's.
I'd agree with Chilwell.
So this is the middle two is where I'm trying to think now because it shouldn't be Keane like it is now.
No, I didn't
really shouldn't be Keane.
Podcast to tell us that one.
Well, Gareth needs it, I think.
For me, in an ideal world, if everything goes to plan.
Go
on. Don't like that I'm about to say this.
It's Maguire, isn't it?
And Tomori.
Yeah, Tomori is.
He looks class.
Tomori's so good. He's so good. He's fast.
A year ago, when me and you started playing him in that derby game because he had pace, You didn't even
Don't.
know he was on loan, and that's not even.
Yeah, when you told me oh, that was the best news I've ever had.
He's a Chelsea
But he's coming to
player.
the school. He sat down Christensen, and me and you used to rate Christensen, and he sat him out the squad because of how classy he is. Frank said it in press conferences. He's gone, you know, I didn't think I'd be playing him. I don't think he said that really, but he's like he's just took the spot, and now it's his.
Sorry, my camera just
Okay.
low battery there. But yeah, no. In an ideal world, maybe not even Maguire. Like I still think Stones is too much of a liability. Like,
But he had a good World Cup. He did have a good World
he
Cup.
does fuck up so much.
He does,
You know, you have
and
the
he
best
fucked up
game
in the
he's
World
ever had,
Cup.
and you just play a 5-yard pass to the to
Yeah.
Lewandowski against Poland, and we'll be like, brilliant. Like,
Yeah, that is true.
Great.
Maguire, you know, Maguire's solid, I guess, and you're right. Tomorrow, you know who's quite good? What's his name? Cody for Wolves. He's quite a class centre back,
yeah,
isn't he?
he'll
He can
never
be.
make it at that level. It's
No, I know.
plays
But
the
if
three- he
Tomorrow
plays the three.
is.
If we were still playing three at the back, it would be great to have a player that is so well adjusted. But as soon as
Yeah,
you're playing
yeah.
with two where balls are getting not just lofted
Yeah,
in and
yeah.
he can head them away, and he has to like think and then be on the line, and players like Aubameyang and Zaha and people on an international level are gonna nah.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, that's true.
But then again, if you can do it in the Prem, maybe you can do it there. I don't know, but yeah, it's a fun time. Eric Dyer as well is moving back to centre back. Why can't we just have nice things?
It's just the way the world works, and I love it.
I'm fine. I'm all good.
You're not fine. No. You're saying you are, and I think you are, but there's a deep down you're not. I wouldn't be. I don't
Brilliant.
think. I mean, but you know what? But as well, I think. I know you've been getting a lot of stick, so this is probably not that justified. But I think Chelsea would get more stick if we was in your situation,
Maybe.
which makes it harder. Whereas you're like, yeah, it's fine, and you are getting criticised. not trying to say you get criticised, but it is a bit more chill.
It's
You
fine.
know,
Let's just be
chill
shit
well.
again. Let's just be shit. It's fine.
But by the way, that doesn't matter.
No, that's it. I was just saying it on Let's Be Shit. I don't.
No, let's just be shit. The
The only other thing I have to say is that Troy Parrott. Holy shit! Is that the moon? Or is that?
Moon out here.
I think that's a big moon. I think if that was a reflection of our light, I'm confused. But the only other thing I was going to say is that Tottenham youngster Troy Parrott will apparently getting his first full debut against New Zealand. So I have that to look forward to. Woo! He's Irish. He'll be wearing that kit.
Good boy.
Go on, boy. That's it.
Ireland to win the Euros, man.
I'm done.
I'm done as well. It's been great. You know what's mad? I woke up in Bangkok yesterday, and today I'm doing this podcast.
What are you doing tonight?
Playing my PlayStation.
Why am I looking at you like that, Jay?
I know exactly why.
Should we go on a journey tonight?
Maybe. I have said I'd play COD with John,
Alright,
but
fuck it then. See you later.